Greetings and welcome to our discussion on catechesis. The theme of our discussion today is Kerygmatic Catechesis. But I want to first contextualize our discussion. Catechesis as we have it today in Zimbabwe is by and large catechesis of memorization. It is a doctrinal catechesis. It's a catechesis that follows the school model. What does such a catechesis do? By and large, such a catechesis introduces catechumens to the knowledge about Jesus Christ, the knowledge of God, the knowledge of the church, the knowledge about the mysteries of our faith. It does not deliberately introduce us to the person of Jesus Christ. That aspect is by and large taken for granted. And then this kind of catechesis will produce Christians who know about their faith. They know certain things about Jesus. They know certain things about the church, about the Holy Spirit, about salvation. But some of them will tell you, I do not have a personal relationship with God. I cannot claim to have a personal relationship with Jesus. We have had some people going from one church to the other, looking for that personal encounter, for that personal experience. Knowing about Jesus is not the same as knowing Jesus. We can know about Jesus without having had a personal encounter with him. The other challenge is that some of our Catholics and other Christians may know a lot about Christianity, but fail then to capture what is essential, what is important. In a simple way, what is it that we believe in? What is our faith? You may find somebody struggling to just tell you about what they believe in less than 3 minutes, or in a minute, or in a few words. So we realize that sometimes we present to people or we teach our people doctrine without having presented to them the gospel or the good news in a very simple and beautiful way. So Kerygmatic Catechesis is the answer or the solution to this problem or to this challenge. What is the kerygma? The kerygma is the good news put in very simple ways. It is that message that speaks of what God has done for us in Jesus Christ. It is the story of our salvation through the person of Jesus Christ. It is the presentation of the person of Jesus Christ and the story of our salvation in a simple way. And this should not be substituted by doctrine. This should not be substituted by theology. So catechesis becomes kerygmatic when it helps and when it introduces and presents catechumens and disciples, when it presents us Christians to that relationship with Jesus, when it helps us to have that personal encounter and experience with Jesus. And the kerygma goes with the power of the Holy Spirit to recognize and accept Jesus in a personal way. Without the kerygma, without the knowledge of the kerygma, without the experience of the kerygma, it will be difficult for us to experience the power that is contained in the sacraments that we celebrate. It is important that we are introduced to the kerygma, or it is important to have this kerygmatic catechesis. Pope Francis, in his post-synodal exhortation Evangelii Gaudium, number 164, he says that the kerygma is that which we must hear again and again in different ways. It must be announced in one way or another throughout the process of catechesis. And he says, at every level and moment. The Pope argues that if we want to renew the church, we need to proclaim the kerygma at every step of the catechetical process. Without the kerygma, we somehow put the cart before the horse, and we teach doctrine before we introduce our people, before we introduce individuals and the Christian community to the person of Jesus Christ. So the Kerygmatic Catechesis will then help us to assist or to help our Christians to have this personal encounter with Jesus Christ, the personal encounter with the Lord. So then they become these mature disciples who can say that I have seen the Lord. I have touched the Lord. I know the Lord. Not that I know about him. And with that kind, or with this kind of catechesis, we will then have mature disciples, mature missionary disciples, and the power of the sacraments will be realized in the lives of the Christians. So I propose and I challenge you in the family, in family catechesis, in the small Christian community, in the parishes, to reintroduce or develop this Kerygmatic Catechesis, or to insert within your catechetical programs the Kerygmatic Catechesis. Thank you.